So, the question of the day is Robin Dixon too old to be dumb for a man? Let's explore the Robin and Juan that I know, okay? So, let's think about it. Robin and Juan Dixon have been together since high school. And he even lived with them for a while he was in high school. I mean, like up until he graduated and went to college, if I'm not mistaken. So we just going to add allegedly to that, okay? But the bottom line is when you make that type of sacrifice and your family makes that type of sacrifice for someone, an outsider opens up their home to them, you can understand the level of gratitude that that man would have for that family and that woman. So that woman has been that man's backbone from the beginning. So his brother even told me before they got married, they were engaged, and he told me that it might be a marriage out of obligation. And those were his exact words, and that's not allegedly. That's what he said. And side note, I had seen Juan personally at Ruth's Chris right before they got married. And I asked him, I said, "Are you ready for the wedding?" And he was very nervous. And I said to him, I was like, "Well, let me know if you need any advice." And he said, "I might just take you up on that, okay?" But this is the thing. I'm trying to remember if this girl named Christina was his waitress that day. Because ironically, I swear it didn't hit me until recently that I swear she may have been there that day. But time kind of can get conflated sometimes, and I'm not exactly sure. But if Christina was there that day, that actually puts a new spin on things, because years later, when Robin and Juan separated, I personally read an article in which Juan said he was dating Christina. Well, he didn't name the person he was dating, but I know because the streets was talking, and I know for a fact he was dating Christina. And in the article, he said he was dating his soulmate, that he had found his soulmate, and I read that with my own two eyes. I found that article where it talks about her being his soulmate. I need to look for it. Anyway, that was when they were broken up. But if that girl was if he was seeing her before he got married, perhaps, maybe that's the reason why they got divorced. Anyway, she's been remarried. She's been married since then and gone on with her life. But mind you, homegirl is a whole ex-felon, and he overlooked that. But so he was really in love with that girl. But it just adds to the fact that I really believe that Robin's problem is she wants to control the situation with Juan. As if, she has put so much into Juan. She has been his ride or die for so many years. She's made sacrifices and been his backbone. And her family's even made sacrifices and let him live with them. And she's going to get him where she wants him if it's the last thing she does. It's like when a person has a fantasy of how their life should go in their head and they just can't let it go, and that's what I think Robin is suffering from. She has a fantasy of how her life should be with Juan in her head, and she can't let go of that fantasy. And until she fulfills that fantasy, she's going to keep going and try her best and give it her all. And that's why she's going to overlook things that happen. Now, Is Juan telling the truth about the chick? I don't know. I don't think it went quite like Juan said it went. Maybe he didn't sleep with the chick. I don't think he didn't sleep with the chick because he's just a nice guy. I'm pretty sure that ain't why he didn't sleep with the chick. Maybe he realized she was, a scammer or a clout chaser and bowed out of the situation. Good morning. Gracefully bowed out. I'd say that more than anything. And like he said on the episode 1 of this season, he's like, when she said, well, why didn't you sleep with her? And his response was, did you see her? I don't know if that's the right answer, Juan. Wrong answer. Wrong road. Wrong road. I would have wanted my husband to say something along the lines of, good morning, something along the lines of, I only have eyes for you, baby. That's what he's supposed to say. I don't want nobody else. That's what a woman wants to hear. Not, did you see her? So you're saying you didn't have sex with her because she wasn't appealing to you. You weren't attracted to her. So if you were attracted to her, you might have had sex with her. Juan, wrong road. Wrong road. Boy, anyway, so you might want to know how I know Juan. And so I know Juan because our younger brothers played on the same basketball team 20 years ago. And then my husband and Juan sponsored their own team together, Team Baltimore. And his brother Phil, his older brother Phil, was an assistant coach. And that team took us to the national tournaments back to back, baby. So we did our thing. But anyway, that's how I knew Juan. And I would see Robin, and Robin would, come into the gym and follow him all around everywhere he went. And they were a cute couple, And I wish them the best. I wish them the best, and I want things to work, but I think what it really is that Juan is a be more dude. That means he likes a woman with strength, power, and swagger. Robin lacks that. She just doesn't come across as the strongest woman, Now, I tried to help sis out because our sons played basketball together on the same team. And that was when she first got on the show, when the show first started airing. And I offered my services and she declined. Not a problem. But since you need someone on your team with a little bit more oomph than Giselle. Giselle's cool, but she's the first lady. You know what I mean? That's not gonna be attractive necessarily to a be more dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, it certainly didn't hold Jamal's attention for very long. I no shade, but you have to understand the mindset of a guy from Baltimore. Period. Like they always say, us be more girls, we're a special type of breed. And I don't mean special like, oh, we're above anybody else. So I mean special like we're just different. We just built different. You look at Krishan Rock. You look at just hilarious. I don't want to say look at Jada Pinkett right now. You understand why. But anyway, this is my thing, you know what I'm saying? And I get it, like Robin, she's dedicated, she's loyal. And that is what is attractive to Juan. And that is why he sticks with her. And she's the mother of his children, more than anything. You know, so ultimately, he wants to be with her because of that and that only. I don't think Juan just is attracted to Robin. You know, I think he loves her. Definitely, he loves her. But I think he more loves her like a friend and a sister than a lover. And she on there talking about she swallows. Girl, you got to. Because I'm sure you got to be a freak in the bed. Or try to be as much as you possibly can. Because, well, you're just kind of boring. But, and then think about it, she's a pretty girl. And I've seen, like, pictures of Robin. I remember seeing a picture of her when she was young. And I don't know who that photographer was, but she needed to get that photographer back. She needed to get that hairstylist back. She needed to get that stylist back. Whoever it was when she was young. This was when they were first married. She had on, like, jeans. And her hair was kind of long. Anyway, kind of like this, cut like this, actually. And they highlighted her eyes and everything. And the pictures were like black and white and gorgeous. Gorgeous girl. She has all the potential in the world. She just don't know how to use it, you know, to make that man really want her. Hey, you got to make him want you. And then I think her problems might dissipate a little bit. I don't know. But I wish them all the luck in the world. I really do. Because I don't want to see another black family break up. Lord knows, you know. And I identify with them. You know, my husband and I, we split for some time and then got back together. But what I'm not going to tolerate is that bullshit from before, which is why we broke up. So, Robin girl, call me if you need some more advice. Otherwise, good luck.